doesn't have the key.
Oh, he's
It's
talking
okay.
to...
That's why I'm here. I'll just use this hairpin.
Takamaki-san, are you about... You were wearing all this?
Don't you think it's cold today?
Really? Yeah.
I suppose so.
He's like, okay, sure, just
The
roll.
sun is starting to set.
Right? That's why a change of location would be nice. I mean, I'm gonna take it all off.
True. It might make for a better picture if I can brighten my model's mood.
Yeah.
Uh-huh, that's right.
She may even be willing to try out various expressive poses for use in a dynamic composition.
Okay, now.
What kind of poses? Lady On, you have to act.
Get
Get back in character. Let's go. I was just starting to get in the mood.
Wait! If you wander around, Sensei will...
Oh, it's so hot.
We really can't use any other room.
Hey, why not this one?
Please wait!
I'm counting on you, Mona.
Oh, is she actually doing it?
Seriously gonna be able to pull this off? She was saying stuff like, I'll just seduce him with my acting, but that sounds out of her league.
Oh, have a little faith, will ya?
Plus, we ain't got one sign this place is gonna open. Isn't Madarame coming home soon? On top of that, even if Mona's able to unlock the door, how's he gonna show it to Madarame? And then even if they do show it open, any normal person would just close it right up again. Doesn't that mean we only got a few seconds to get in? To be blunt, won't it be a miracle if this works?
It'll work.
I want to think that too, but it's almost time.
Please, can you just wait and...
Oh, I didn't realize she was wearing jean shorts. I thought she was wearing the leggings.
What's past here?
That's...
So the door Mona mentioned is up ahead.
I keep telling you, you can't!
You're still not done? It's hard to do this with cat paws.
Is something the matter?
Oh, so, what is this room?
It's a storage area for old paintings.
Storage. Hey, Kitagawa-kun, why don't we do it in here? I won't be embarrassed if we go somewhere nobody can find us.
Only Sensei can go in there.
That's sus.
Please, I want to be alone with you.
Oh.
Somewhere like quiet. You know, where we won't get interrupted.
Oh.
Is he really going to buy that terrible?
Right? Hook, line, and sinker.
Stay focused.
Oh, crap.
Oh, it's just so frustrating that my feelings aren't getting through to you. Kitagawa-kun, do you not like girls like me?
No, that's not true.
How is that working on him? Please, we can continue this inside.
Sure. I mean, no, we can't go in there. It's locked anyway, so...
Fine. This is too embarrassing. I'm leaving.
But...
Let's just do it in here, okay?
What do I do?
Uh-oh.
I'm home. Sensei!
What's in here?
Nothing's happening. I wonder what's... It's off!
Okay, now we're in business.
Seriously did it!
They're amazing.
Yeah, for real. Let's go.
Now I gotta make sure it stays open. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so it looks like there's nothing else. Wait a minute. Why? What's with the random stairs? I feel like they should lead somewhere or something.
I have something.
I'm a little impressed they kept the security percent, even though that's not good for me.
All right.
Let's run the control room quick. Path's gonna close up if we dig around too long. It's gonna be me and you for a bit until if we run into enemies. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be counting on you. Damn it already. Hey, what do you want to do? Let's wait for it to leave. I didn't even would leave. We don't got the time, you know? Thinking we just gotta go for it. Real problem's the fact that we gotta handle this with the two of us. Anyway, I'll leave the timing up to you, dude.
Sorry.
Yo, we're gonna let us through right now. Huh? Who are you? I see. That attire. You must be the thieves who dared threaten Lord Madarame. No.
They got past the security system?
Damn right.
You cannot go any further. You are trespassing on Lord Madarame's territory.
You guys ain't got nothing on us. I'm more scared of screwing up and having On yell at me.
Yeah, that checks out.
What?
Huh? Confused? Oh! Threw away a limestone? Oh! Alright, I gotta undo that now. Not that.
Saw that.
Miss. Ha, bitch.
Persona! Bam! Let's go.
I'm gonna make you suffer for that.
You're mine.
Bitch. Overkill for the win. Things are real tough when it's just you and me. That wasn't that bad. Be a pain in the ass if we got spotted again. Anyway, let's turn off the security system.
Takamaki-san, this is bad.
Are these the lights?
Whoa. There are a bunch of copies of the same... That's kind of...
What the...
Isn't this Sayuri? Why are there so many of them?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I have no idea.
It's an obsession.
Get out!
Sensei, what is the meaning of this?
I suppose I can't keep quiet now that you've seen this.
So I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm kidding.
Truth be told, I'm in severe debt.
Oh.
I handmade these Sayuri copies and have been selling them through a special connection of mine.
Oh.
Why?
The real Sayuri was stolen by one of my pupils long ago. I assume they begrudged my strictness. That moment was quite a shock for me. Since then, I've been mired in a terrible artist block. Because of this distress, some of my pupils handed their ideas over to me from time to time.
From time to time? Like every time?
I knew I couldn't keep that up, so I attempted to recreate the Sayuri a number of times. However, it resulted in nothing more than replicas. That's when someone came to buy the paintings, knowing, well, they weren't original. It's all my fault. I couldn't pay the price of being famous. As expectations for me rose, it reached a point where I had no choice but to keep making them. I needed money to further your talents. I ask that you please forgive your cowardly teacher.
Please, don't.
Hold on, something doesn't add up.
Yeah.
If the original painting got stolen, how did you make copies of it?
I happened to find a finely detailed photograph of it in an art book.
So you managed to sell copies of a photo of the original? I'm not sure how this... Don't people who
oops.
buy paintings generally have a keen eye for the fine arts? This sounds like a lie to me.
What would you know?
Enough.
Something just doesn't feel right.
It's called critical thinking. You should learn it.
Lady On! This one seems different.
Sayori. This is the real Sayori. But you just said a moment ago that it was stolen.
Yeah, it's called a lie.
That's a replica.
No, it's nothing of the sort.
Ah, looks like your student might be the real deal.
This painting kept me going. It's the reason I made it this far. Sensei, don't tell me.
It's fake. Yes, a counterfeit. I heard there was a counterfeit spreading around, so I bought it.
So you're telling me the actual artist behind the painting bought a counterfeit? That's pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
You're lying, Sensei. Please, just tell us the truth.
You too? I've reported you to my private security company.
What?
I had it set up to deal with some problematic paparazzi, but I never thought it'd come in so handy.
Please, wait. Let's talk about this.
You can talk all you want to the police. That includes you, Yusuke.
Lady On, let's run!
Yep, time to GTFO.
A cat? Where did it... There's no point. They'll be here within 2 minutes.
Takamaki-san!
Well, he
Yeah, let's go!
hurry and get that. Shut off. Crack base. Really? That's what we're going with right now? What? Oh. Oh, I can climb it. Alright. I don't know if this is the room.
Hey, look!
Oh yeah, this is the room. So which one's for security? Alright, so if that's the way to progress the story, what's up here?
Come on, man.
Oh, it's dangerous to keep going with just the two of us. Alright. Alright, so it's gonna river me, that's fine. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Feel it.
This one. No. No, not that one. Huh. Oh, it's the one with the light on. That'll do it. Disengaging security protocol.
Alright!
Alright, now the lasers in the courtyard should be off for good. Well, that's mission complete. Come on, let's get out of here. Hey, who's there?
Whoa!
Crap, let's make a run for it. Good.
Alright!
It's like the security's totally off. Let's get back and meet up with the others. You alright there, boyo?
I hope those two managed to get away.
Ah! Oh. I thought I was gonna die. Hey! Will you let go already? Oh no! I didn't mean to Lord? Are you okay? Wake up!
So if you die in the metaverse, you die. I guess you die, right?
Who are you all?
What? Oh.
Calm down, Kitagawa-kun. It's me.
I guess that Morgana's out of the bag.
Kamaki-san. That means you two are... I don't recall ever seeing this cat costume before, though. What is this place?
Bit of a
We're
long,
inside Madarame's heart.
bit of a long story.
Inside Sensei's heart? I'm sorry, Takamaki-san, but are you sure you're feeling okay?
She ain't lying. This is what that bastard truly feels. He's nothing but a greed-filled money grubber.
Enough of this rubbish!
Dude, look around. Can you not see the...
Kitagawa-kun, didn't it cross your mind that something wasn't right about Madarame?
That's...
You may not want to believe it, but this is another reality as viewed through Madarame's eyes. This is his true nature.
This repulsive world? Just who are all of you?
I guess you could say we're a group that changes the hearts of rotten crooks.
If everything you say is true, then the sensei I know doesn't exist.
Yeah, that'd be correct.
You gotta snap out of it.
Unfortunate though it may be.
Still, he has kept me safe these past 10 years. My gratitude for that won't just disappear.
You're gonna forgive him? At this rate, you'll...
Are you okay?
I'm trying to be rational about this, but my emotions are overwhelming me.
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry, but we don't have time to dawdle. The security level's gone through the roof. We need to get out of here at once.
Yep. Fine.
No, it's all right.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah, no
That
Sherlock.
said, we have an amateur with us now. Let's try to avoid fighting as much as possible.
Zoop. Alright,
So this is inside of Sensei's heart?
that's
A
right.
vain museum such as this?
So we gotta go down this way.
This painting!
Do you recognize it? We were thinking these might be his past pupils or something.
But why are there paintings of them here?
Technically, those aren't actually paintings. They're the pupils themselves.
Madarame saw them as objects, so that's what they are in here. Oh, and, we found yours, too.
We'll talk more later. For now, let's get out of
So
here.
does that mean that Kitagawa would be able to understand Morgana out in the real world now?
The exit is right there!
So there's his true form.
Who is it? What the?
Talk about bullshit clothes. First a king, now some kind of shogun.
Welcome to the Museum of the Master Artist, Madarame!
Huh? Sensei? Is that you? That attire?
Disgusting.
This is all one big lie, isn't it?
My usual ragged attire is nothing but an act. Besides a famous person living in that shack, I have another home. Under a mistress's name, of course.
Some setup you got there, yeah.
Don't make me laugh.
If the Sayuri was stolen, why was it in the storage room? And if you had the real one, why make copies? If it's really you, Sensei, please tell me.
Foolish child, you still don't see? Painting being stolen was just a false rumor I spread. It was all a perfectly calculated staging.
What do you mean?
Let me see. How does this sound? I found the real painting, but it can't go public. You can have it for a special price, though. Ha ha! How's that for preferential treatment? Art snobs will eat it up and pay good cash at that.
No.
But if they're so... But how would... If they're really such great enthusiasts, won't they be able to tell it's a counterfeit?
The value of art is purely illusion. What's the matter with providing that illusion to eager customers? Though I doubt a brat like you would ever come up with such a brilliant scheme.
It wouldn't cross his mind because he's not like you.
You keep going on and on about money this, money that. No wonder you ended up with this disgusting museum.
You're supposed to be an artist, right? Aren't you ashamed of plagiarizing other people's work?
Art is nothing but a tool to gain money and fame. You helped me greatly as well, Yusuke.
God, it pisses me off. That's your teacher.
But what about the people who believe in you? Who think you're a master artist?
I'll tell you this alone, Yusuke. If you wish to succeed in this world, I'd advise you don't rise against
Is that a
me.
threat?
Do you believe anyone could find success with my objection holding them down?
To think I was under the care of this wretched man.
You thought I took you in out of the goodness in my heart? Plucking talented yet troubled artists allows me to find promising pupils and take their ideas.
Yep.
After all,
Call
it's
it.
much easier to steal the futures of children who can't fight back.
I can't believe this.
Livestock are killed for their hide and meat. This is no different, you fool. But I'm tired of this little chat. It's time that I...
You are unforgivable. It doesn't matter who you are. I won't forgive you!
Maybe he'll join the group.
So, you repay my keeping you around for all these years with ingratitude? You damn brat!
Keeping around. You mean being used?
Then, dispose of these thieves!
Get back!
How amusing.
Huh?
Oh, his persona's about to awaken.
It seems the truth is stranger than fiction, huh?
Kitagawa-kun?
I wanted to believe it wasn't true. I had clouded my vision for so long.
What's its first rule?
My eyes were truly blind. Blind and unable to see the true self behind this one horrible man.
There we go.
Have you finally come to your senses?
Yeah.
How foolishly you averted your eyes from the truth. A deplorable imitation indeed. Lest you part from that aspect of yourself. Let us now forge a contract. I am thou, thou art I.
Damn,
The world
that's
is
so
filled
hard.
with both beauty and vice. It is time you teach people which is which.
Very well. Come. Goemon! A breathtaking sight. Imitations they may be, but together they make a fine spectacle. Though the flowers of evil blossom, be it known, abominations are fated to perish!
There we go.
This is impressive!
Who do you think you are? The price for your insolence will be death. Where are my guards? Kill them all!
Come and try.
Children who adored you as father. The prospects of your pupils. How many did you trample upon? How many dreams did you exchange for riches? No matter what it takes, I will bring you to justice!
Let's see what you're made of.
Very well. Bring it on.
Alright, so the question is, will we be able to switch party
You are in
members?
the presence of Lord Madarame! On your knees, intruders!
Shut up, you burnt ham.
Much from you, Madarame. In order to see authenticity, one must be dispassionately realistic. With Goemon by my side, I can now ascertain your true self without any reservations.
Go, Mara. Are we in the digital world now? Is that what this is?
I am thou.
Alright, so it's basic ice. Okay. Oh, I like that he has a katana. That's pretty ballin'. He's like, Kitsune? Is that the idea? Oh! Damn! Skull just got his ass wrecked. Wait, so Mona's not in the party right now? Hang on, do I have... Wait.
I don't see a weakness. I don't see a weakness.
Alright, fine, whatever.
Persona! Bam!
Oh, Skull, you're pathetic.
Accuracy and evasion? That's annoying.
Let's go.
Giant Slide. You can put it. Powers up after baton pass. Oh, cool.
Awaiting orders, Joker.
Accuracy and evasion for 1 for 3. Alright. And now I can counteract theirs.
You're mine.
Miss.
Nice one,
Bitch.
Panther. Persona.
Oh, I forgot I had that. Oh well. Miss? What do you mean miss?
My
Lie.
other self. Goemon!
New skill. Alright.
Me like a glove.
Nagaru. Light wind to all foes. Sweet. So that's what went to 1, and now I can do 1 to do damage to target multiple. I love that he's Zoro. That's fantastic. I was a big fan back in the day.
Yusuke, you've just thrown your bright future down the drain. I'll destroy every chance you've ever had of becoming an artist.
Madarame!
You'll forever rue the day you dared defy me.
I see he's throwing off his... Yusuke is throwing off Madarame's title as teacher.
Back here!
Easy, the first time.
Kitagawa-kun!
The first time is a little bit difficult for everyone.
Why can't I move?
Listen, you're totally drained. You can't do much even if you wanted to.
She's got a point.
What a disgrace I am.
Come on, just listen to her.
You've known for quite some time, haven't you?
I'm no fool. Strange people have been coming by for years. And the plagiarism was an everyday affair. But who would want to admit that the man they owed their life to was doing such terrible things?
Yeah.
Why didn't you leave, Kitagawa-kun?
Well, he is the one who painted the Sayuri. On top of that, I owe him a great debt.
You mean 'cause he raised you?
I never knew my father. I was told my mother raised me by herself, but she died in an accident when I was 3.
So she couldn't
That's
have.
when Sensei took me in. I heard he helped my mother while she was still alive.
Heard?
To be honest, I don't remember much about my mother either. I did everything I could for Sensei. I thought of him as a father. But he changed. To think he would treat the Sayuri, the very foundation of his art, like that.
A lot's happened to you, huh?
Nope, Sherlock.
When you had mentioned plagiarism, deep down, I knew you were right. That's why I so vehemently denied you. I was simply running from the truth.
Well, truth is hard to look right in the face.
I'm grateful for the chance to face what I have been denying all this time.
You'll be stronger for it.
You're way too serious, man. That's why you're always getting stuck in your own head. Look at me. I just go with the flow.
For real.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know.
We can't help the fact that Madarame's gone and changed. But we can change his heart. We'll make him pay for his crimes.
That reminds me, you mentioned something about that change of heart earlier.
Have you heard the rumors? The ones about the phantom thieves that steal hearts?
Don't tell me.
Now you're catching on. Ah, crap,
Oh, crap.
baskets.
We'll talk later. We need to scram.
When did my clothes change?
You're just now noticing? Ah, that's fair.
You just noticed that now?
Right, for you asking the real questions.
Save it for after. Let's go!
I see. And because of that, this PE teacher's had a change of heart.
Oh, so we're talking about, Kamoshida.
Phantom thieves who steal hearts. To think they truly exist.
Or right in front of you.
No, I believe you. There's no need for common sense to blind me after seeing a world like that.
Thank you.
So, your plan with Madarame-sensei, with Madarame, is to force a change of heart, correct? Let me join. As a member of the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, why not?
Had I faced reality sooner, this may have been avoided. I must put an end to this. For the sake of the others whose futures as artists were robbed as well.
Yep.
That is the most civil thing I can do for the man who was, in some manner, my father.
Civil, huh?
Sounds fine to me. We're gonna deal with Madarame anyways.
He may have a mental shutdown if we screw up. We have ways to prevent that, but they aren't fail-safe. Remember how we mentioned this on our way here?
Madarame is a man who has the art world under his thumb. He has connections to many organizations.
Yeah.
If someone like me raises my voice, it'll only be snubbed out. We have no option but this.
Kitagawa-kun.
It's a deal then.
We have a new member in the Phantom Thieves now. I hope we get along, Yusuke.
You better not slow us down.
You're one to talk. That's her damaged leg.
Do my best.
No nude paintings.
Thank you. I ask that you coach me well.
Oh,
Yep,
that
no
reminds
worries.
me. I wonder what's going on with the real Madarame. Yusuke and I were in a pretty tight situation.
Yeah, how'd you, what?
Actually, I contacted him before we came here. He believes that I continued pursuing Takamaki-san.
Oh.
And just as you all explained, it appears he knows nothing about his shadow.
That checks out.
What did he say?
He was complaining to the security company how they couldn't even catch one high school girl. However, he's still furious about it, and said that he's going to take legal action against everyone.
Talk about being completely on guard.
Damn.
Legal action? He's acting way too desperate. Maybe he still has more secrets.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
If he were to act, it'd be after the exhibit is over. Any scandal during the show would be his loss.
Right
True.
when I think the talk about being a nude model is over, this happens?
We'll have to force a change of heart before then if we're to dodge this legal action thing. Looks like our plan must be accomplished while the exhibit is
I mean,
still
that
open.
was kind of, well, that, yeah, that doesn't change anything, because The original deadline was to prevent him from taking the exhibit, packing up, and getting lost.
By the way, what is this?
Huh? A cat.
But it's talking.
You have a problem with that?
No, not really.
Why not?
Whoa, Ryuji, what the hell, man?
He's just on a different wavelength than other people.
Do you wish to draw me? You better bring out the best of me in that case.
He's actually considering it. Perhaps.
Hey, don't touch me like...
I was thinking of ordering some black bean jelly.
I bet he got that idea from a black cat.
Oh! I didn't bring any money.
Never mind. He's just weird.
Hey,
Hope you're not up to no good. Don't forget you're still on probation. Get that? One misstep and you're finished. No good.
No, no, no.
Calling about changing the hearts of criminals. We're doing the right thing. Legal action. This ain't funny. Sounds problematic. Yeah, no. The police hear about this, they'll totally get in touch with the school. We'll get expelled for sure. School will be the least of our worries. We end up arrested. Unlawful entry, defamation. Guess that means we can't afford to fuck up this time. Yeah, from here on out, this is what really matters. Let's do it.
We just need to change his heart before he presses charges. Try to focus on that problem for now.
This ain't our first rodeo. Can I go out?
Hey!
I'll do another
now
study.
listen up.
What do you want to do?
You'll do one
Make
more
sure you
study.
close up.
And then we'll go ahead and call it here.
Can I talk?
The other day I saw on TV. Oh, didn't mean to distract you. I'll stay quiet. Making good progress. I see the wisdom in your eyes behind those glasses.
Well then.
You'll time yourself out if you keep at it too long. You should quit for today and get some sleep.
Hey!
We're able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something until we get there?
Hey!
Oh. Social norms can be broadly divided into 256 types? Yikes. This isn't making sense to me. Does the other even understand what they're saying?
Hey, hey!
Oh, I didn't realize how long you've been reading. So how far did you get? Seems like you still have some pages left. You should continue some other time. Oh, we're almost at the station. I'd say that was an efficient use of your time. You ever use a study corner in the library? I always end up goofing off at home and not many people know it. But isn't the environment kind of a problem? You heard the rumors about the transfer student? Oh, him? Yeah, he used to be all anyone ever talked about. You remember Mr. Kamoshida's big apology? Transfer student's kind of old news now. My recent test scores haven't been so hot. If I don't shape up, my allowance could be in danger.
Today we're going over.
It's possible to apply math even to abstract concepts like beauty. Golden ratio is used in the Mona Lisa, and the Parthenon is a famous example. And a different ratio has been used in Japanese art and architecture since ancient times. I'm sure you've all heard of the silver ratio. Now then, Alpha-san, take a look at this.
Give me an answer.
The golden ratio is 1 by 1.618. The silver ratio... Hell if I know. It looks like it's smaller.
This is it.
Precisely.
Yeah, as you see, it's closer to a square than the golden ratio, right? One theory says because Asians have rounder faces than Westerners, so they prefer a similar shape. This ratio was using things like ukiyo-e paintings and the pagodas at Horyuji Temple. One you should be familiar with is the B4 size paper. Those proportions are the silver ratio. Wow, really? Alphakin seems kind of smart, doesn't he?
Nice going!
It's really smart to answer a question like that. That or it was a lucky guess. Alright, knowledge is moving up in the world. Oh yeah, I hear the mascots are seen as cute, have faces that are close to this ratio. In other words, you use this ratio, you can make cute things.
I see.
It is true that mascots tend to have roundish faces. Well, what are they looking at me like that for?
Well then.
You need to start inviting Yusuke to the hideout meetings now. The fight's not over until the exhibit ends. Keep your head in the game. What are we gonna do about the palace? Oh, we're not going in today? Couldn't hurt to find the treasure sooner than later, yeah? Should we meet at the hideouts and head to the palace? Decide later. Alright, yeah, 'cause that's gonna do it for today. Do appreciate you guys chilling and lurking, as always. Probably be next week. This is kind of help bolster from the lack of the past couple of weeks. But I should be going back. I'll do a little bit on the weekends now, just probably for a few weekends, just to try and make up the difference. But until next week, I'll see you guys. This has been Twilight Alpha. I'm out.